welcome to the Dropcast. It's Monday, the 21st of December. My name is Carl Shimon. Your name is Matthew Kershaw.
Yes, it is. It's been a while since we've done one of these, really. It must have been, 2 months now, maybe?
I mean, the last one was Vanderberg, right?
Yes, the last one was Vanderberg, although I don't know what date that went up.
I mean, Vanderberg is eternal.
Yes, he is. It's been a while since we've done that. We've been very busy with university stuff. I've been busy with being depressed and dealing with a lot of shit there, which isn't fun.
Yeah. Doesn't make for fun podcasting.
No, you don't want to hear me bitching about stuff. So,
unless that stuff is video games.
Yeah, let's just bitch about video games, I guess. Or Christmas, since that's coming up in 4 days.
It is. It so is. Are you ready for Christmas?
No, fuck Christmas.
Oh, great. Let's fucking bitch about Christmas then. The thing I hate about Christmas is family. You go.
The thing I hate about family. I don't give a shit.
No, I'm super excited for Christmas this year. Last year I was in my own sort of pit of hell, but this year I'm fucking pumped. I bought presents. I've wrapped presents off my own accord in volume.
That's nice. Can we trade places, because I am in a pit of hell for Christmas right now.
Oh my! I don't want to talk too loudly because there's other people in my house, and I bought these amazing food hampers. Do you know I can get luxury here's a load of jams and shit with but alongside cheese board, actual physical items. It's super cool in these wicker baskets. I bought a couple of them. Hopefully I haven't just spoiled that for the other people in my house, but yeah, I'm super excited. They're huge. They're fucking PC desktop sized things.
Oh, can we trade places, because Christmas is going to be hell. After Christmas is going to be hell for me.
Why, when you have to deal with the fact you bought nobody anything?
That, and also I know that 2 days after Christmas, somebody that just dumped me is already dating somebody else.
Classic.
And they're going to meet and fuck and all that shit, so that's nice. That's good to deal with
I
around
love that
this
you have
time.
a date for that.
I
love that you have a date, the exact date for that, 2 days after that.
Well, I was told the date, and it's okay then, I know that on this date that's happening and it's going to fucking suck.
That's kind of shitty.
Yes, it is. I didn't want to know about this, but I was told it.
But, I mean, during those 2 days, during that period immediately after Christmas, we'll be doing Game of the Year, so you'll have nothing to worry about.
I need to fucking keep my mind busy around that time, because I don't need to think, do you remember at university when you were, we were talking about fucking triggers for depression and shit, and
that was a really poignant conversation we had.
It was a great conversation, and that's what I was saying, the reason I'm depressed is because I know that this shit is going to happen, and there's nothing I can do to stop it, and no matter how much it hurts me, I have to deal with it.
We should do a meditation podcast.
We should fucking talk about shit at some point off air, because I'm not going to go and bitch about somebody who I think will actually listen to this, because they know about this channel.
Oh well, we'll tell them to tell their friends. We can always use more.
Yep. If you're listening to this, what's up? Fuck you, asshole. That's all I'm going to say.
www.GameDropZone.com. Send all your friends there. We have written stuff as well as audio content. Got a lot of reviews. Maybe you can sit down and resolve your differences over a nice copy of my Tomb Raider review.
No, fuck them.
It's
Get
got
the fuck
really
out of
nice
my
pictures.
No. God damn it.
I
Not
noticed
talking about this.
I noticed I had a screenshot in my Assassin's Creed review the other day when I was rereading it that I had the PSN screenshot logo, and I was fucking appalled with myself.
Really? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it was really upsetting. So I'm just going to remove that review and never go back to it again.
I didn't what do you mean?
You know when you take a screenshot in Xbox, you say Xbox take a screenshot, and half the time it fails. But sometimes it works, and it flashes up with screenshots saved.
Yeah.
So on PSN, if it has screenshots saved, it stays there if you take another screenshot. So what will have happened was I was in the middle of an action sequence trying to take the perfect screenshot, and I took it too fast after the other one.
Oh, there it is. Screenshot saved. That's terrible.
Yeah, I know. I actually think I still have those screenshots because PSN isn't shit and it doesn't delete your screenshots randomly. So I'll go back and fucking replace that. Or I'll just tear down the entire site. Why not?
Of course.
I mean, that also happened since our last podcast. I broke the website, so...
You did, yes. You broke the website.
To be fair, the thing I did to fix it was nothing I did to break it, so I blame Google.
Fuck you, Google.
Yeah, I mean, fuck you, Google, who host everything for us. Thank you.
Yeah, fuck you, Google, who I'm going to own a phone built by you.
Oh, you're gonna get a Google phone?
I'm gonna get an Android. I'm gonna get a Nexus 5X.
Oh god, is that a real phone?
No, it's like a Chinese bootleg. It's gonna run a Korean operating system. It's gonna be great.
You don't want to go for like a Windows 10 thing? I know you're a Microsoft fanboy.
Oh fuck no! Everyone in my family has Windows phones now, and it's terrible.
God, I'm glad you can admit they're terrible because your love of the Xbox is kind of driving us apart.
It is, yeah. This is like the Xbox is causing like fucking what's the word for it? Like maternal? No, not maternal. What's the thing married couples have when they fight? Marital problems. The Xbox is like tearing us apart.
That wasn't where I was going to go, but okay. Yeah. I guess you should have bought a PlayStation 4. A PlayStation.
PlayStation to play the new Hideo Kojima Productions game.
That's a segue if I've ever heard
one. There
you
go. See, we got away from this shit.
This is why you get paid the big bucks for segues like that.
I get paid? Holy shit, since when?
I never have, so I'm just fucking wearing my bank account down to buy all these video games, so don't worry about it.
Oh, that's alright then.
You gotta work for some reason, haven't you? And if video games aren't that reason, then I don't know what is.
You've got to work to feed the machine. Fight
Capitalist
the system.
Machine?
Row, fight the power.
Pardon?
It's a like anime theme song, isn't it? Or like some rap song? I don't know.
I mean, anime and rap, one and the same.
Oh, is there a rap anime? There must be.
Yeah, I mean, there's a basketball one, and you know, everyone who plays basketball is black, and therefore raps, and therefore it's an anime.
I saw that the other day, actually. I don't remember where I saw it, but it linked a basketball anime, and I was like, holy shit, I should watch this.
I've
never watched it. Then I came to my senses.
I've never watched it, but a video game critic called Laura Kate Dale was writing a piece about it, and I caught a bit of it.
She went through like an anime phase. Is she one of your feminist writers that you follow?
I mean, any writer that I follow is probably a feminist. That's how I vet my Twitter now. So we never. Right, let's go back to. I want to talk about the book State of Play by. It's like a load of critics and game creators. I wouldn't call them all feminists, although they probably are. But it's kind of like, you know, progressive minds, let's say, in the industry.
Yeah.
And it's like a series of short essays, I guess, for lack of a better term, by like Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn's in there. It's actually really good stuff, but I feel like you could learn a lot from it about like the other side of the thing that happened this year, or last year, I guess.
Yeah.
The Gamergate stuff, but if you look on the reviews of that thing, it's like they're so split by people who love it and then people who just are shitting on it because of who it is, which is really quite sad. But really cool stuff. Like there's just really interesting views on things, you know, ranging from like how Call of Duty portrays like the Taliban and stuff from the perspective of somebody who's currently living in Jordan, which is really interesting to hear. Or like, you know, how black people never have the right hairstyle, for example. Really cool essays just about random things.
Really?
Yeah, including like Twine game creators who are just like way into like trying to make sex interesting and stuff, which is always interesting. It's just kind of a shame that, you know, all these kind of like views are only happening on the small scale as opposed to, you know, anything not in Twine. Like I love Twine games, but they're not graphic. And I now read comics on a daily basis, so I'm one of those people.
Yeah, you've fallen down the rabbit hole, and now you read comics.
I mean, Saga's really good.
I don't know what that is. You sent me a screenshot of a robot giving birth to something from a comic book.
There was puckered bloody asshole in that photo.
Yes, there was. It wasn't very nice. I only jacked off to it twice.
Hideo Kojima. I jack off to him twice a day.
Oh man, what do you think of the whole Hideo Kojima news?
I mean, I think it's great that he's getting away from Konami, like publicly now. Because that man can only do good. I think like even if his games are shit, like they're gonna be interesting, aren't they?
Yeah, admittedly, since I don't own a PlayStation 4, it kind of sucks that it's only PS4 and PC, especially because my PC won't run whatever fuck he builds. I mean, that sucks, but it's also to be expected. Plus, he won't make a game in a year. I'm pretty sure I'll own a PS4 by the time his game comes out.
Oh yeah, well we've started the next generation already, and this man will just be releasing his like second PS4 game. Is how I expect it'll go. I
mean, look how well Phantom Pain ran, and wasn't complete, but it was fucking amazing. That's like an actual next gen game.
Yeah, but I think this is the joy of like Sony, is that I mean, look at Horizon Zero Dawn. Like that, that company hasn't made a game for a couple of years. It's probably not going to come out next year. Like they will take time to develop good games. Last Guardian, for example. Whether or not that's good, we don't know. But they're not like ashamed of having really long development cycles, which I think is good for someone like Kojima.
Yeah, I hope they will also give him the money, because imagine what Metal Gear would have been if they had the money.
Yeah, I don't. I think they said franchise when they were talking about developing a new franchise for the PlayStation. But it's mixed. Some people are just saying first title. Some people are saying franchise is exclusive. But they are still independent Kojima Productions now. They're not owned by Sony.
I'm surprised he could get the name Kojima Productions.
Yeah, it's weird. I know I follow a couple of people from Konami, and they seem to be going with him. So I wonder if it's kind of like, the Infinity Ward situation, where like a lot of the team just sort of vacated with him.
Yeah.
Which is...
what you're saying is that Hideo Kojima is not a man fighting for a nation. He's fighting for a just cause.
Sure. Just Cause 3. We'll have a review soon.
Will we? Oh god, I was making Metal Gear reference. All the ex-Konami employees went off to Outer Haven, aka Kojima Productions.
What if he has a nuke? What if that's what he's doing? Like, yeah, you always hear stories, don't you, about like random government organizations using like racks of PS3s because the cell is like really can be used for some really cool shit.
Oh god, that's
so
terrible.
I wonder if that's what he's doing. He's just on a fucking oil rig in the middle of the Seychelles, just with a load of PS3s, transferring some shit.
I just have the mental image of Kojima being my big boss now from Phantom Pain, running around without a shirt, diving onto people.
God.
Playing Take On Me as he drives across his oil rig.
I jumped into that. Have you played much of that? What have you been playing?
What have I been playing? Nothing. I've been depressed, man. It's been rough past month or so. For the past month, I bought Halo 5. I haven't started the campaign. The only multiplayer I played was with you, and that's like a few hours, I guess.
You need to play that campaign. It's like an afternoon.
Yeah, I know.
And we need to do Game of the Year discussion, so you need to play that campaign.
I know, I have no motivation to play it is the problem. Things are still rough.
Look, the main character is black. That's all the motivation you need.
Apparently so. Black and no hair.
It's all the motivation I needed. So.
Yeah. I bought WWE 2K16 and I've not played that at all.
That's not a bad thing.
I don't know, it can be fun. I just have no motivation to play anything. I have now 48 hours in Fallout 4, but I bought it on launch, so it's been 48 hours in a month, which is like nothing.
Have you finished
really.
It?
No. I just got to the Institute like 17 hours in. Oh no, not 17 hours, like 1 day and 17 hours in. I don't know what fucking value that is.
You need to finish that game before Game of the Year for several different categories. You need to finish. Yeah, you need to do the story. Not I say finish the game. You need to finish the main story for that.
I tried to rush through the stuff, and then it was like find the railroads, and I was like, fuck.
Oh yeah,
and then I spent like fucking several hours fucking about doing nothing, and then I was like, Google how to find railroads. Okay, done.
Yeah, follow this fucking thread of badly laid pavement.
Yeah, it doesn't say that at all. It's like, oh, you go to this spot, continue following the railroads. I don't see any railroads here. I'll leave.
You didn't just see the red line, no, and think, well, this is the only thing of colour in this landscape, so I should follow that.
I immediately went down into the metro system because I thought it was down there, and there was nothing in there.
Weird. See, that to me, I thought that was really cool because it made sense that I was following it. You know, like to my mind, I noticed that line, and I was like, that's really neat. Like, it's not telling me overtly what to do, but I guess if you fail at that, then you're fucking like you're stuck doing nothing.
Yeah, I found that really early on in the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know to follow anything. I didn't see anything to follow. So.
What do you think of that game? Just like on a top level, like I know a lot of people don't like it. I think it's the best game they've ever made, but for
it's not New Vegas, which is not a bad thing, and it's also not a good thing. I think that it's very simplified, which is a problem.
Right. Do you mean like
it's a problem to me. There's not a lot of options.
Do you mean like I know dialogue is one instance.
Dialogue, choices, your skills, like you have no like, oh, your intelligence is really high. You don't have any new like exclusive options in conversation with people. If your stats don't mean anything basically. There's no way to be evil in the game. no matter what, you can't turn down quests if you say, yeah, I'll think about it. You still get the quest. The map
the
is
evil thing is interesting because I hate, and this is true of BioWare, I hate it whenever there's a meter, or like they're telling you you're bad, you're evil, or whatever. So I enjoyed that it just didn't tell me that.
I'm glad it doesn't tell you that. I'm glad the karma system's gone, because that was fucking dumb.
You can still be an ass. I was an asshole at times, though. My lady was a sarky bitch.
Yeah, that's not evil, though. Like, there was a bit of story spoilers. You know when you speak to Armani about finding a way into the Institute?
Who the fuck's Armani?
You have a bit of brain with you.
Who's Armani? Oh, the doctor.
Yeah, the doctor.
Yeah, okay.
She was like, oh, do you have it with you? And I said sarcastic. And then my character went, can you say that like Dr. Frankenstein? Igor, fetch me the brain.
Classy.
It's like, that's just dumb.
Are you playing as a man?
Yes, I'm playing as a man.
Oh god, you have the bad voice.
I like his voice. It's hot.
Best.
It's hot.
I do some evil. Are you with the Brotherhood?
No, fuck the Brotherhood.
There you go. There's your evil right there. I do some bad shit in that game.
I just start, like, apparently you can get a certain way into all of the quest lines before you officially join them.
Yeah.
At least that's what I thought. So I last time I played, I did quote unquote join the Brotherhood, and I did the first mission for them to clear out that stronghold full of super mutants.
It will literally, like, it'll make a pop up, and it'll like freeze the entire game and have a pop up when you reach a point where you can't go any further.
Yeah, that's what I heard, because I want to side with the Institute, but I also want to go ahead and do a bunch of other shit for the different.
You need to play as much as you can, because nothing is quite as it seems. I love it.
Yeah, I already know a bunch of spoilers from it, so
looking really good.
But yeah, I've been playing Fallout just to keep my mind off stuff. I've been playing Undertale as well, although it's been like weeks since I played that.
You've been playing Undertale for like longer than I've played about 8 games, and yet that game's like an afternoon.
Yeah, but I just kind of get bored of it. I mean,
well, it's not Game of the Year then, is it? Problem solved.
No, it's the writing's good. The gameplay is kind of unique. It's like people keep saying, "Oh, it's like Earthbound." I never played Earthbound, so I don't have any nostalgia for it. But I enjoy playing it. The boss fights are what I find hard, and it's not necessarily hard. I just don't have the patience for them most of the time.
Right.
But the music in that game is amazing. Like seriously, this is like I'm gonna push this for soundtrack of the year.
I can't wait. We've got some plans for how we're going to do that. It should be sexy this year.
Great. Am I editing it?
Probably not. Not knowing the software you use, it'll probably be me.
Thank God.
But yeah, that's going to be exciting. I haven't listened to the soundtrack, but I keep seeing the game there, and I'm like, it's pretty cheap, so I should probably just play it because it's meant to be an important game. I just can't do it.
Yeah, it's like the problem I have with Undertale is the problem I have with a lot of things online, where it's like. I fucking curse myself out here for mentioning this, but it's like the whole like My Little Pony shit, where people are like, oh, their fandom is just cancerous and terrible, but the show's not bad, and it's the same with this game. The Undertale fanbase is fucking awful for the most part. Like, for the past few days, or like a week ago when this comes out, the Undertale fanbase has been like the most cancerous thing on the internet, fighting like other game fan bases like fucking Pokemon and Legend of Zelda and fucking GameFAQs and all that shit over Game of the Year. It's like, really?
So there's a thread here. I just want to read this first line. ... But that genocide thing is nonsense. If I want to kill something, it shouldn't judge me for it. I think that's somebody arguing against Undertale, but I just love the idea that this person honestly can't see why the game would judge you for killing people.
Yeah, the game does a lot of cool things, like, the very start, I fucking accidentally killed Goat Mom. I didn't mean to, but then I felt super bad for it because I grew to like her. Originally, I was just like, oh, look, it's Goat Mom, this is what all the furries want to fuck. And so I initially hated her, but then she was really kind and sweet, and I began to like her, and when I accidentally killed her, I felt really bad, and then I went and restarted the game, and I went back and spared her. And then the fucking evil flower at the beginning of the game called me out on it and said, yeah, you've restarted the game to stop killing her. And I was like, fuck, that's good.
See, I hear neat things about it. But I look at it and I'm like, this game is not for me. Like, say what you will about like me liking AAA games and shit and being that kind of person, but I look at it and I'm like, this just looks like shit that has some like neat writing.
The writing's good. It's funny. I felt bad for finding it funny because I don't know. In a way, I guess I'm a fucking asshole hipster where I don't like things that are popular. It's why I don't listen to like modern music. It's why I don't really like modern video games for the most part. And I don't play most shit. But it's like I felt bad for actually beginning to like Undertale and like some of the characters because I was like, oh god, people like this stuff. Why am I beginning to like it? And then I decided not to be a jaded asshole and be like, actually no, it's okay that I like this stuff. Other people can like it too.
That's a good outlook to have on most things in life.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's an alright game. I wouldn't say it's a game of the year. I wouldn't say it's fucking amazing and the best thing ever. It's an alright game with great writing.
Well, that's good because the game of the year is Battlefront, so I'm glad I don't have to have that argument.
And you are life.
It's a really good game.
But I'm sure Battlefront's good. I probably will pick it up eventually.
It is a really good game that... yeah, you know my taste in video games. It's all about the experience with me, so it shouldn't surprise you that I think Battlefront is fucking great.
I found a YouTube video, 10 hours of the thermal imploder sounds.
Oh god.
I was going to send that to you last night.
Oh god, it's just like 10 hours of orgasm for me.
Yep, I saw it, I was like, fuck.
It also helps that I'm actually good at that game. So, like...
Sure, whatever you say.
You know, like Mass Effect, where I'm just mysteriously good at this one third-person shooter game for no reason.
Yeah.
It's like that situation all over again. If I play in first person, it's a mess, but third person, I do pretty well.
Sure, whatever you say. You said that you were also good at Halo 5, then we played and you weren't that great.
Well, I can't talk to you and play that game. That Halo 5 night we played a couple of days ago, that was horrendous. That was like, I'm going to get one kill in this 20 minutes. On fucking breakpoint. So. But whatever, I don't like the direction that game's going. My 3D printed Spartans still haven't arrived, so fuck them.
Yeah, fuck that. I turned on my Xbox this morning to look at the time because I was laying in bed, and it told me Halo 5 needed a 64GB update.
What the fuck?
I was either like, Halo's fucked up, or my Xbox is fucked up.
I mean, I haven't played it recently, so...
I think it was just an update and the Xbox was fucked up, because I uninstalled shit to install GTA 5 to check out the updates.
Oh yeah.
I got into a game.
That?
There was one player in my lobby. I couldn't find any boats. A yacht cost 8 million, and then I quit the game.
Yeah, I'm not going to download. I think I'd have to reinstall the game myself, so I'm probably not going to do that.
I'll probably uninstall it so I can download this Halo update, because I assume we'll play it at some point. Although we haven't really been playing video games together recently.
I mean, I've been playing so many different games, like Tomb Raider, for example. I finally caught up with that, which is an Xbox exclusive. Maybe the best Xbox exclusive?
Would you say it's only on the Xbox One, the all-in-one entertainment system from Microsoft?
I wouldn't, because it's also on the Xbox 360.
Fuck.
But
that's when you had the little like asterisks, like for Titanfall, where it's like only on Xbox One, also on Xbox 360 and PC.
Yeah, I wonder why they do that. Still, like 3 years into the consoles or something, or 4 years, however many.
I guess, but Sony do it as well, so.
But they don't release the PS3 games though, do they? Like ever?
Yeah, they do.
Not first party.
Oh well.
Bloodborne PS4.
I think it's
Drive
mainly
Club
because like
PS4.
Everybody owns an Xbox, so why wouldn't they put it out on the Xbox 360?
Yeah, I don't know. Just like I think Forza was the one that I found weird. Whenever it's exclusive, I find it weird. If it's third party, I totally get it.
Yeah.
But there's something about like I almost think that this should be like corporate image is always looking forward. So to me, it's almost like a.
Well, the Xbox One is beta tested in the future.
I wonder if I bought the 360 version, would I get the Xbox One version? Because it's on compatibility. I wonder if I would just get upgraded if I.
No.
That seems like it should happen though.
Although that's a great segue because just earlier, last week, they announced the Xbox One backwards compatibility games for December.
What are they?
It does not have a. Oh, it's available today on the 17th. So since the 17th of December, you've been able to play Braids.
Great.
Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Have you ever played Braid?
I don't know what that is, that's why I said it like Braid.
So when indie games were not a thing?
Yes.
Like 6 years ago. That's a random guess. It might be more than that. It might be less. Jonathan Blow, a very outspoken gentleman, let's say, released an Xbox Live Arcade game called Braid. which is apparently the best thing ever.
I recognize this game now. Fucking hell. Yeah.
I mean, it's not quite Fez and Phil Fish, but.
Oh god, don't mention him.
I'm not going to play Braid. Let's move on.
I'm not going to play any game made by Phil Fish. Anyway, moving on. Doritos Crash Course.
I'm not going to play Doritos Crash Course.
Fable 3.
I've played too much of that game already.
I've never played it. Halo Reach.
Yeah, we'll play some of that. That's the game I really want to play, to be honest.
I want to play Black Ops 1, but that's still not there, unfortunately. Hydro Thunder.
What?
I don't know. Anyway, a lot of them are arcade games in here. The only actual games are Deus Ex Human Revolution, Fable 3, Halo Reach, Kane and Lynch 2.
I bet the arcade ones are almost all published by Microsoft. So it probably requires them like no legal work to get them out.
Yeah, probably. You've got like Explosion Man, Spelunky, Portal's still alive, Peggle.
Yeah. I mean, Peggle's PopCap, so.
Yeah. Portal's still alive is Portal 1.
Is it?
Yeah.
But not the whole orange box, just Portal.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, imagine if they fucking ported the orange box to Xbox One. Go and play TF2 on the Xbox.
Did you hear the latest? Well, there was a leak on SteamDB of like upcoming games, including like remakes of Final Fantasy X or something coming to the PC. Half-Life 3 was on the list too.
That happens every fucking time. Every time they update Steam, people go in and be like, "Guys, I accessed this XML document, right? And these 3 tags, one begins with a H."
Tell me, when would you launch Half-Life 3? Would you launch it before or with the Steam Vive, HTC Vive?
What's that?
It's the Steam headset, the Valve headset.
The VR headset. Are we mentioning VR headsets? Can I add a VR headset to this thumbnail?
Oh god. I mean, yes, sure, why not?
Yes! I miss doing that. We need that in every one.
I think, what did I do? I added the Virtual Boy to one image. I think it was one of my news pieces. Duke Nukem wearing a Virtual Boy.
I'm gonna add a HTC Vive to Kojima.
Nice. I mean, even though he's going to probably be doing a PlayStation VR, if anything.
Yep. Well, he's the only fucking human we've talked about. What else am I supposed to put a VR headset on?
Well, fucking Lara Croft. God damn it. Let's go back to Lara Croft for a second. Right. That game is fucking great. Like, do you remember a couple of weeks ago we were talking about the old Tomb Raider? And I said I owned 4 copies and hadn't ever played it. Yeah. I played up to the rape scene and then turned it off like twice.
Really? Did you go turn it off to go jack off or something?
I mean, mate, it's like one dude strokes her leg and that's it. So I couldn't jack off to that if I wanted to. I could jack off to the Trez effects though. Real good, and they're even better in this game. This game is amazing. It's basically like functionally very similar to 2013 Tomb Raider, but like, there's a nostalgia there. So I never played the old Tomb Raider games myself. I played them with my family when I was younger on like the PlayStation 1, 2, and whatever. And I never really liked them. It was the same with like Prince of Persia and God of War. Like, God of War I kind of liked, but it was more just like I had to play them. I was watching somebody else play them, and then I would do the quick time sequences, because I was faster than my granddad.
Yeah.
So I was super weird when I started playing this game, and I was like doing a fucking water puzzle in the first half hour, like swimming underneath water in these random ruins, and I suddenly just like had all these feelings of like a really powerful nostalgia for like these PS2 games I never knew I really liked.
Yeah.
And it's really good, because the 2013 Tomb Raider game has none of that. Because it's all about Lara surviving, and it's kind of like it's you know, even when you're exploring a ruin in the 2013 game, you know it's only like a side distraction. You're basically still being chased by rapists through a jungle, and that game goes in some other places. But like, it's such a different feel to the new Tomb Raider, and like Lara's such a badass. She's got way more amazing hair. She doesn't look like 12 anymore.
Oh, what a shame!
And it's just like they've tightened up some things. They've got different types of movement options now that are just nice. Like, she can now basically whip her way across ravines and stuff in a couple of different ways. She can shoot arrows into random surfaces and like jump up them, to make like her own bridges, her own handholds, which is really cool. It's just like better in every way than 2013 Tomb Raider, but I don't think it would have worked without that game, because like, in 2013 they really beat Lara Croft up a lot in that game in many ways. And like, a lot of people didn't like that. I actually enjoyed it a lot. Like, I literally finished that game 2 weeks ago. And And it probably would have been my game of the year had that game come out this year. Because it was just such a good experience. So like now, playing the new one, it's so different that it only works by having the knowledge of the previous game.
Yeah.
It's really good game.
I mean, I heard the last one was alright, it's just nobody really bought it is the problem.
Yeah, it sold... There was a number, it sold X million, let's say, in the first couple of months. And like, it was let's say 3 million, because that sounds about right, in the first couple of months. And then Square Enix were like, no, this game sold like shit, despite the fact it sold more than most games at that time. And it was like a reboot of Lara Croft. But they re-released it like 4 times, didn't they? They did a definitive edition on the new consoles as well.
Yeah.
I think they re-released like Game of the Year editions. The PC version was like... I played it on the PC. But obviously the new one is an Xbox One and 360 game. And
Xbox One! The all-in-one entertainment system from Microsoft.
Check out my review. It's a really, really good game. Comes hot on the heels of a shit game with Rainbow Six Siege. Fuck that game.
You didn't enjoy that game?
No. I'm not going to spoil the score. Check that one out too. I've reviewed so many games recently.
I know, man. It's almost like you enjoy video games.
Some of them, not Rainbow Six. Which is sad.
Spoilers.
But at least that game comes with Vegas and Vegas 2, and I enjoy one of them games.
I was looking forward to Siege because it looked cool from E3, but then I remembered it was Ubisoft. Like, I thought it would have been really fun for me and you to get like super into it and be like tactical.
Yeah, that was how I used to play the old Tomb Raiders, the old Rainbow Six games. So it is disappointing. I can see why a team of people would like playing this game, but I think it is a shit game.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, but if you ever pick that up, then we should at least play Vegas 2 together. Because I didn't realize I had cloud saves, but all my saves carried over, so that's really nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, my like level whatever elite dude. I played so much of that game. Still really good. Shit frame rate though. I don't know if that's a compatibility thing or just how it was. I don't remember. But really bad frame rate on the Vegas game. So what else have we been playing?
I don't know, what have you been playing? I've been playing nothing. I've been fucking depressed as shit and doing nothing all day, other than lying in bed and sleeping.
I wish I'd slept more. I keep waking up an hour before my alarm clock every morning. I think it's because you know how the clocks went forward? Back?
Yeah.
Like, I wake up at the same time every day, religiously. Well, I think my body's just used to waking up a different hour. So that's been actually kind of painful. It means I have like really lucid dreams for an hour there, which aren't great.
Maybe not when you dream about like fucking, killing dogs or whatever.
Oh my god, that was so bad. So bad. Some of them are really hot, like I just wake up with a raging boner, and that's pretty great, but other times it's like I don't want to kill or be killed ever in my dreams, and that happens a lot.
Oh god. That'd be worse if you got killed in a dream and woke up with an erection.
Maybe that's why I wake up with the erection. You know what I'm into.
Oh god, I do, unfortunately.
I just get constantly dreaming of getting knifed in the morning and wake up raging hard.
I don't think I've ever had a sex dream. I don't know if that's weird or not.
Let's just be clear, the sex dream is not related to the puppy dream ever.
What are you saying? You're not a furry?
I'm not. This might shock you. I know you are. Into your goats.
What?
Into your goat boys.
I'm not a fucking Undertale furry. Just because I played the game doesn't mean I want to fuck Goat Mom.
That's why I won't play the game, because it's just fucking furry simulator.
Yep.
Triple X. What were we talking about?
I don't know. You were talking about your dreams.
I don't want to talk about my dreams. Oh god. So yesterday we were meant to record a day before we did, and for several reasons we couldn't. Partly because I spent about 8 hours of the day trying to play the new Elite Dangerous content.
Oh.
So I love that game. You know that. Well, it's not a great game, but I love playing it. I burned a day in it easily. The new content came out. Their website was fucked the day before. It actually came out the night before. So I waited till the morning. I bought the new content, synced it with my Steam account because they have their own accounts. Downloaded a 6 gig update that I assumed was the new content I just paid for. Then proceeded to play about 5 hours, trying to unlock the vehicle landing stuff that I needed to get down to the new planets, because that's what's in the new DLC. Turns out the new DLC is in fact its own game called Elite Dangerous Horizons. So it's not actual DLC. So I just downloaded a patch which would let me see the DLC stuff, but I can't actually use it unless I'm running a different executable, which I've never seen before.
Wow.
It's basically its own game. I only realized because it later came on Steam in early access. So then I was like, wait a minute, I just downloaded this shit. Turns out I had the wrong game, basically. So I finally installed that, got my landing gear, and it's kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not having any fun with the land stuff. We'll have a video on that soon this week. But yeah, I basically spent 8 hours of my time doubling my cash, but playing the wrong game, and then there's not a ton of new stuff because you're basically buying a season.
Right.
So what's in there right now is not particularly exciting to me. It's just you can land on a planet and shoot at some drones. And it's basically like Mako controls when you're on the ground.
Oh, man.
But it's worse because it's all first person, so you can't even like go to a third person camera and actually have some like, concept of space and where you are.
Yeah.
It's just you fucking diving first person with your rocket boosters straight into dunes on planets. It's questionable, I guess. There was something else. Oh, I've just started playing Life is Strange, that time-traveling lesbian adventure, so we'll talk more about that, I guess, in Game of the Year discussions.
Time-traveling lesbian adventure.
Yeah, I think it's like slightly lesbian, it's not full lesbian. They are like school kids.
Only slightly.
Well, one of the girls has blue hair, so yes. It's Tumblr all over again.
Amazing.
What if Tumblr made a video game? It'd be Life is Strange. I've heard it deals with some really interesting stuff. It's an episodic game, all 5 episodes are out. I literally just started playing the first episode before when we started recording. So, I'm looking forward to it.
That's good.
It's an adventure game, so a lot of walking and talking and taking selfies. Because your woman has a Polaroid selfie camera. It's fucking weird.
Of course.
But yeah, I think that's all I've really been playing of note. That we haven't already got a video up of. Check out the reviews, I guess.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, was there anything else?
I'm just trying to think. I don't really have any news. I don't know if you want to cover news or not.
There was that Nintendo patent for the weird, horrible controller thing.
Whatever. There was Smash news as well. Snake wasn't involved.
Oh, Bayonetta coming to Smash Bros.
Yeah, that was cool.
So now you'll be able to fuck Link as Bayonetta. That'd be cool. That's the thing with Bayonetta. She's like super sexual, and her attacks are her taking her clothes off. But I don't see how this is gonna play in like a kids game.
Did you not watch the Smash Direct?
No, I fucking didn't.
I thought you own a Wii U. And Smash Bros. Why are you not watching it religiously?
I'm one of 10 people who owns a Wii U. Doesn't mean I've never watched it. The only Nintendo Direct I watch is the E3 one.
Directly to you. Rest in peace, Tora Iwata.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
Really?
I shitposted on Twitter about it.
Why didn't you shitpost on our website and make a news post out of it?
Because you don't want to hear. You want a fucking 240p screenshot of like fucking. What are they called? Mii's in Sonic costumes with the caption "fucking furries."
Oh god.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sonic, there was like a hashtag your favorite Star Wars moment or something the other day. My entire feed was something like that. Your favorite Star Wars character maybe, and it was like my entire feed just exploded into people making joke posts. One of them was like a hand-drawn Sonic the Hedgehog in a Jedi outfit with like a load of like likes and dislikes posted beneath it.
Really?
Including liking Pontiac Firebirds, and I was like, I think I like Pontiac Firebirds.
Oh,
so I was kind of offended.
Was this like fucking Cold Steel the Hedgehog?
Sure.
It's like one of those. It's making fun of like the what's it called? The Sonic OCs where it's like likes hurting people, 9 Inch Nails, the band, 9 Inch Nails, the fingernails.
Yeah, it was.
It's like hates my dad, family, Kevin from school. Fuck you, Kevin. Stop showing people my deviant art, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
I love that image. It's a good meme.
It's something. So, yeah, Sonic is. There's a new Sonic game, it's Sonic Dash : Sonic Boom. So it's like they're retconning their last series into like a subtitle for a new game. It's weird. I think that's also an iOS Temple Run clone, but whatever.
Oh, fucking hell.
iOS is the future. Look forward to in the new year. Plenty of iOS videos.
That's why I'm buying an Android phone, clearly.
Well, we'll be able to talk about our favorite mobile games. People love that online.
No, I'm not going to follow mobile again. I'm just going to follow the Sonic Adventure or Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter account instead. Just use that for my phone. The Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter account's amazing. I don't know if you've seen it or not.
I keep hearing about it, but I really don't want to check it out. I feel like I would be offended by the stuff that comes up there.
The social media guy who runs this is fucking amazing at his job. He's so good. He just posts like memes and stuff and makes fun of Sonic on it, and people just love it.
Alright, give me a minute. Is it at Sonic the Hedgehog,
at
right?
Sonic_Hedgehog. Like, a while ago, they had the voice actor for Eggman, and he did a question and answer on Twitter, and they made Twitter videos of him answering people's questions in character.
The first one here is a picture of the Smash Brothers for Wii U box.
Yeah!
With Photoshop Knuckles on it. Knuckles me. And Knuckles written beneath it. Like, fucking what's he doing?
Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, and Knuckles!
Oh god, alright. Today you should print out this Sonic ornament, play Undertale. What?
I don't know.
So it's a fucking MS Paint Sonic the Ornament collector's edition. It's like a fucking MS Paint cutout of a hedgehog. Oh fucking, this is the worst. I hate this thing already.
Really? Are you sure you have yourself a merry little Knuckles? Let your heart be Knuckles.
Oh god.
And from now on, your Knuckles will be out of Knuckles. Sonic E-cards and Knuckles.
Oh, I'm seeing it. I'm looking at it right now.
I love this account so much. They used to do gotta go faster #FanArt Friday, and it's MS Paint Sonic.
Look at those fucking legs. They look like wisps of smoke.
This account's amazing. I love it so much.
Oh god, Ivo the Hedgehog. Have you seen that one? But this really doesn't play well for podcasts, so you're gonna have to put a VR headset on this Sonic fan art for the image. The Ivo the Hedgehog, you'll find it. It's like a stick man with a mustache.
I don't know. Is it after all the question and answers for Eggman? Oh, yes, I see it. Yeah, Ivo the Hedgehog.
Yeah. So Sonic, he's back in the news. Kids love it.
Ask who's your favourite hedgehog. Ivo the Hedgehog, my OC. Ivo the Hedgehog, original character. Do not steal.
Yeah, whatever. We'll fucking steal it. These are for our own nefarious ends. So, if you've got nothing else important, then we should probably wrap this thing up.
You don't want to talk more about Sonic?
I mean, no. Does that surprise you?
Are you sure? Like, they made a tweet, happy National Stress Awareness Day, and it was a picture of Sonic 06, the game. The awful one that didn't work and it was broken and people say it's the worst game ever made.
Does Sega know they employed this man?
That's what I hope not, because he would lose his job otherwise.
Yeah, that's weird.
But yeah, this guy who runs this account is amazing. That's like social media, how it should be done.
That's why you should run our account just like that.
You want me to shitpost? Like,
yeah, just shitpost all over. You know what? I'll give you a password to my Twitter account and you can shitpost on mine. It'll go great.
Well, I mean, how much? Let's see. On my other Twitter account, I have over 500 followers, and all I do is shitpost.
I mean, if that's what it takes to get eyes on my reviews, then let's do it.
I'll log into the GameDropZone account. I'll shitpost.
Now, whatever the reviews do fine, it's the videos that don't.
Yeah, everybody watch the videos 3 times, please.
Yeah, if you read a review, you're obligated to watch a video. That's how that works. And then tell all your friends about it. But no, before we go, I do want to mention Game of the Year. I feel if I say this out loud, we'll actually do it properly this year.
Sorry, this is the end of the podcast now. See you later.
No, so Game of the Year. We're gonna, last year we did this thing where we had like a week of Game of the Year content over Christmas to New Year gap. We're planning on doing the same. So there you go. Now, Kershaw, you have to be here to record all this stuff.
Shit.
Now it's out in public.
I'm too busy being depressed.
Yep. Well, you'll have to be depressed as I talk about how good Battlefront is. Fucking Splatoon came out this year, dude.
Oh Splatoon. Yeah, fuck. 2015 has gone by so fast.
It's a really good year. We've got lots to talk about. But yeah, we're going to do that. We've got some changes to what we're awarding and how we're going to do it. I want to make it a bit more stimulating to listen to, let's say.
Ooh, baby.
It's going to be in podcast form. We're going to have, here's our discussions about this category. We'll run down the nominees, and then say why no one else's opinion mattered but mine. And Battlefront will win everything, basically, including Best Narrative.
Apparently so. I'm too much of a fucking pussy bitch to argue, so everything you want will win. Like,
I mean, you have to play more than one game in a year to have an opinion, so...
Hey, I'll finish Undertale at some point.
Finish Fallout. That's important.
I already know the ending to Fallout.
I'm really looking forward to the character of the best new character category. That's not a spoiler because it was in there last year, and it's a nice category. I like it.
I don't remember most of the characters that you have in this list.
That's good. I'll make the discussion more interesting. Like, let's fucking talk about this random side character that said 2 lines.
That you think is important.
Yeah, there's some real good ones in there, and then some like non-starters that we should probably talk about anyway.
I'll add an Undertale character in there at some point.
Yeah, it should be good. I mean, they could, those discussions could be super short. The podcast, one day it might be like, here's us talking about soundtrack for 15 minutes, and we're actually just listening to parts of soundtrack. But the next it could be like, here's the hour-long discussion for Game of the Year. So it should be quite flexible. And I'm looking forward to doing that.
Oh, it's going to be like fucking Destiny week. It's just going to be like hours of us sitting here recording.
I mean, it'll be good. That's the thing, we're not talking about Destiny ever, except in one category, so I wouldn't worry about it.
I was going to say, I'm looking at the list now. I don't see Oh, there we go. Best soundtrack, Destiny. Fuck.
Really good soundtrack this year for Destiny.
That second one in best soundtrack, is that even out yet?
I'm not looking at the Google Docs, so here's a spoiler for our Game of the Year category. What's the second one in there?
Shingeki no Kyojin, Humanity in Chains.
Yeah, that came out months ago.
Did it?
I've got a review of it on the website, god damn it.
You what? Wait, we have a website?
Yes, this might shock you to know. I broke it a few weeks ago, but it's back. Better than ever.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking for the list. I was about to ask why is Hannah Montana in the list, and I realised that's not Montana is the last name.
Oh, that's a different Hannah that I don't. I don't know what you're on about.
I'm just scrolling through the list to look at the stuff, and I saw the name Hannah Smith, but
yeah.
Because I read Hannah, I immediately thought of Hannah Montana because obviously I'm like 14.
Is Hannah Montana the Mexican explorer girl? No, Hannah Montana's an actual person. I was thinking of Dora the Explorer. Don't worry.
Yes, you were. You were thinking of Dora the Explorer. Now Dora the Explorer needs to wear a VR headset. Thanks, Kyle.
Dora the Explorer is going to be the beach girl in that, Square Enix VR game. Not Square Enix.
Oh god, the one that people made the waifus of.
Yeah, it's not Square Enix. I think I've just besmirched their name by saying that.
It's like Tekken, isn't it?
Sure. Yeah, the people who make Dead or Alive. Does that surprise you?
No, probably not. Now I need to fucking Photoshop Dora the Explorer with a VR headset on.
Oh, Dora the Explorer, Ivor the Sonic the Hedgehog, and Duke Nukem for some reason.
No, not Duke Nukem. We need to have more clickbait titles to increase those hits, like you said. We need to talk about risque things in the podcast so I can add it into the title.
Every single video we do is risque in its own way.
But we don't advertise that. We need to have in full caps and just be like, Destiny is ruined? ?
No, because if we... Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm just thinking about the kind of shit we say in these podcasts. The amount of times we insult Tumblr. It's like, I use Tumblr. I don't want to advertise that fact. I don't want to get hate mail from people reading the video clips. Thumbnails.
You use Tumblr for porn?
Partly. Also for good art. Which happens to be porn.
Yep.
I mean, it's a very specific kind of porn. I can't get it anywhere else. Yeah. Tumblr's good for that.
Tell me, what's your favourite subreddit, Kyle?
It's the same reason I use my fucking Tumblr. It's the same thing. Just on a different... Yeah, there you go. Jeff Gersman is my favourite porn / subreddit. He's the other person I follow on Tumblr.
Wow.
Where were we? Game of the Year.
Were we? I was talking about clickbait titles, and then you started talking about Tumblr.
I mean, we could do clickbait titles for Game of the Year.
This is good. This podcast is going to have a clickbait title.
What will it be?
I'm telling you, I don't know yet. I have days to edit this and get it uploaded.
I know, which means you're going to do it in the last 10 minutes.
Of course, yeah.
That's how you roll. Sunday night, you'll finally pull my audio from the shared drive. Yeah, Game of the Year should be exciting. That's going to be that week, basically. And then hopefully by the time we come back in January, I'll have played some of the games we missed. I know Super Mario Maker's on the table for show. So is Just Cause 3. So they should be fun. I don't think they're going to be Game of the Year contenders though, so it's why I didn't buy them before now.
I'm just not going to play video games. That's my New Year resolution.
You're going to fucking finish Fallout 4 before then.
I'm playing.
And also Halo 5.
again implying I'm not going to play any video games.
You need to finish both them games. It's important. Agent Locke looks so good in some of those scenes.
I'll finish Fallout at some point before the end of the year. I'm not sure about Halo.
You need to finish it before we have the game of the best narrative discussion now. This is a real important one.
Fallout cannot win that.
Yes, it can.
No, it can't. The game is like, okay, come out of the vault. You've got to find your son. I dicked around for 2 days in real life time. I don't know how many weeks that is in game.
You need to finish that game.
I forgot my son existed. When I made it to the Institute and I started speaking to Father and he was talking about Sean.
Stop spoiling that game.
I was like, who the fuck is Sean?
I'm going to kill you. You're going to edit all your spoilers out right now.
No, this game's been out for a month. I haven't even spoiled much. You look for your son.
You said the word father.
And?
That's like the biggest spoiler ever. Also,
no,
finish that game. Finish that game. You can't talk about the quality of the narrative if you haven't finished it.
What quality of the narrative?
It's really good. Really good. We'll talk about this in the game of the year. This is the kind of discussion you're going to get in those podcasts next week.
No, I'm going to hang myself by then. I'm going to be depressed.
I mean, you'll be depressed when you fucking Undertale sucks ass, gets bottom of the list, behind
That's fine.
Destiny.
I'm not even a big Undertale fan anyway, so it's fine by me.
I mean, I meant in the soundtrack.
Okay, fuck you.
There you go. There's a fucking song in the Destiny soundtrack this year, which is just a woman screaming into a microphone for literally bellowing, like tonsil slapping on the pop filter for about 2 minutes or so. It's pretty good.
Hope for the future.
Oh god, that was last year, unfortunately.
Shit, god damn
it. Yeah, I think I've used that as I've used that multiple times this last week in things I've written.
Great.
I think in video descriptions I've used to hope for the future joke, so that'll never get old.
I hope it never gets old. I love that joke. Let's give you a running gag.
Is there anything else?
I can't think of anything else.
Well, I guess that's our quarterly podcast done.
Yeah, I mean, we're back. We'll see you in 2 months' time, because, we're not going to make another one anytime soon.
Well, yeah, like I said, 6 days of podcasting.
Oh.
Coming at you next week. What we'll do is we'll end the thing on, I don't know, are you going to do a top 10 list?
I don't even think I played 10 games this year.
Okay, well, I'll end the thing on my top 10 list. So hopefully by then I will have played enough of the games we've missed in our own discussions, like Super Mario Maker, that maybe if they're any good, they'll worm their way in there. So, yeah.
Did I play 10 games this year?
I mean, probably not 10 games released this year, no.
I've played Age of Empires 2 HD Edition.
Well, that counts. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I've been playing games that haven't come out this year.
What's your favourite game that you've played this year that hasn't come out this year?
That hasn't come out this year?
Yeah. Oh, that has. I don't care, but what's your favourite game so far this year? Right now. No delaying. I'm going to hold this cigarette to your eyeball until you tell me.
Metal Gear over there. What else do I have? Metal Gear. There you go. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear 1?
Yes.
For the SNES?
Metal Gear 1. Yep.
Or the Jaguar?
Was it on the Jaguar? I don't remember. The Atari.
Probably.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, fucking Atari, greatest pop culture. Fuck retro games, am I right?
Are we going to end this now before you get on a rant about retro games?
Also, StarCraft sucks. See ya.